All right, y'all. What's up? This is your beau, Andre Clark, aka Bishop Tracy Clark. Get straight right to it, and no filibustering around. Let's go and get at this. So I was just thinking, for my new beginner musicians out there, including myself, of course, let's learn the major seventh and the major nine chord, the 11th and the 13th. Right. So, all right, where's that string at? It must be here. There you go. All right. So, let's talk about that for a minute. Once you learn your scales, C, D, E, F, G, A, and B, C, D, E, F, G, A, and B, your number system is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do a continuation. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Technically back to the 7, and then the 1. Now, I haven't heard it as 14, which is, from 7 to 7 is 14. I haven't really seen that. Not that I have looked for it, but that could be a possibility. But just say, let's go back to the 7, and then back to the 1. Okay? So learn this concept. Right, learn this concept. C major chord, 1, 3, and 5, add the 7. You have a C major 7. Okay? Because of the continuation of the number system, as I'm using that word, we already know that this is C, D, E, F, G, A, and B, right, in the scale. And we also know that it repeats itself again, C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. And so forth and so on until you run out of keys to play. Till you run out of keys, going forward or in reverse. Okay. So learn this simple concept, and it's just knowing that your C is the 1, D2, E3, F4, G5. Number 6 is A, sorry, and B is number 7. Continuation of the number system, the notes repeat itself, C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. But the number after 7 is what? That's right, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, or back to the 7, and then to the 1. All right, so now you learn the scales in the number system. At the same time, you can generate chords and chord progressions. All right, I had to let that sit there for a few minutes, right? So I have my 1, C1, E3, G5, and B number 7. If you learn your alphabets, if we went to school, most of us went to school, I think. Okay, learn our alphabets, or we learn it some kind of way, right? So yeah, C, D, E, C, E, and G, and B. Sorry. So I know my C is a 1, my E is 3, my G is 5, and my B is number 7. Okay, cool. Now the in-between notes of the 1, 3, 5, 7, we have the D, which is the 2, and the F is number 4. And then our A is number 6. Oh. Okay, cool. Now that you know that, it's going to repeat the same thing. So technically, as I said earlier, I have my 1, 3, 5, 7. My right hand technically is repeating the 1, 3, 5, 7, technically. Right? But if I use the continuation of the number system, I'll say my C is now number 8. And my E is number 10. And my G is number 12. And y'all, that last note at the top, technically, is 7. Now, when we use the word 14, that might be a little bit awkward. But anyway, 7. 7 to 7. Right? Okay. 5 to 5. 3 to 3. And 1 to 1. But because of the continuation of the numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this is 8, even though I'm repeating the note at the bottom, which is 1. Now my D becomes the 2 in the left hand, but in the right hand it becomes the continuation. Now is a 9, right? My 3 is E, technically by number system going continuation up. My E is now 10. My 4 is F, technically by rifle speaking, it's actually still a repeat of the 4, but because we're doing a continuation, it's now E number 11. 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay? Okay. My G is number 5. Sound like I'm repeating this again, which I am. Which becomes now 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 now. It was the 5, but now it's the 12 at the top. My A is number 6. That makes it now what number? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 now. So my 6 is the 13. Oh. And then my 7 is just 7B. Technically, by rifle speaking, we go back to the 7 technically. But I haven't really heard it as the 14 or nothing like that. Okay. All right. Now that we know that. Cool. So we're going to learn the major 7, the 1, the 3, the 5, and the 7. So that will be C, D, C, E, G, and B, which is 1, 3, 5, 7. Continuation of the number system. Now we need to find out where's our 9. We already know what it is because our 2 is D. That means a continuation after C8. There's my 9. C major 9. C major 9. So we had the root position of the C major, which was 1, 3, and 5. C major root position, right? Now we added the 7 in the scale of C. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Once you learn your scales in your number system together, you can create chords and chord progression. So now we found out that after 7, C is going to repeat again. But now it becomes number what? 8. My D is now the 9, so we have a C major 9. We had a C major 7. 7, not 7 with the TH, but C major 7. And now we're at the D, C major 9. Once you learn this concept, you can move these chords to another key. All right, to all of the 11 other keys we can do, right? So we have a C major 7. Now we have our 9, which is the 2. The 2 is the 9. Oh. So, since I know that my 3 is E, it's 10, right? But I'm not going to trip off of that. Because that could just be a fill-in note that I can play in. My 1 can be a fill-in note, which is number 8. Y'all catching what I'm saying? Fill-in note. Even though it's already down here, the 1. Technically it's the 1. I'm still playing a C major 7, but end up doing inversion. So we have the root position of the C major 7. All I'm doing is bringing the 1 up the top, which I'm going to call it the 8. And I'm ended up taking the bottom note, which is the 1. Now technically my 1 is at the top, making me play the first inversion of the C major 7. Okay, then put that C back. Doesn't matter, right? Because now I still have my C major 7. And I'm getting ready to go to another inversion, which I had the root position. This makes me play the first inversion because I took the C off the bottom. Y'all follow? Now, I'm going to take the 3, put it up here. It makes me play a what inversion? That's right, second inversion of the C major 7. So I have the root, the first inversion, the second inversion. Then I'm going to take my 5 note, put it at the top, and I have a third inversion of my C major 7. I want you to follow this because then you're going to see what I'm going to end up doing in a few minutes here. So I have root, first inversion, and then second inversion, and then third inversion. My left hand tried to get away. It got away that time. Left hand tried to get away, right? So, yes, I have root position, first inversion. Even because I know my number system, I have my 1, 3, 5, 7. I'm gonna put the 1 at the top. And now I have what we call a 3, 5, 7, 1. And I'm gonna put my 3 to the top, and we have the 5, 7, 1, 3. I'm gonna move my 5 to the top, and I might have my 7, 1, 3, 5. Right? Which you end up doing root position, first version, second version, and third version of the C major 7. Cool. Now we wanna create this other chord back to C major 7 again. We're going to go to the 9, right? 8, 9, C minor 9, C major 9, I'm sorry, C major 9. However, I could have put the 9 in the left hand, even though it's the 2. So I have the 1, technically the 2, 3, 5, and 7. However, we already know it's going to be a continuation of the number system. Even though we put the D on the bottom, it's still going to be a C major 9 chord. But let's just go ahead and take that off. That 2 technically, which is the 9, and I'm going to put it up here. That's why they say learn your major 9 chords. There's so different many ways you can approach this, but I'm just going to give it to you like this, so you can understand your number system. 8, 9. Even though I told you you can put the 9 down there too. Right? Alright, now we're going to go to what we call the 11. Because what comes after 8, 9. That's right, that's 10, which is the E. But which is down here in my left hand, which is the 3. But I don't need to fill that in because it's already there. So we now want to go to our, people going to tell you to learn your 7th, your 9th, your 11th, and your 13th. So this is how you get there. Right, so we have the 9, which I told you can put in the left hand, but we're going to put in the right. C major 9. And then we're going to have our 11 because 1, 2, 3, 4 in the scale of C is what now number? Continuation. That's right. 8, 9, 10, 11. So now we have a, technically, this is going to, because of the D, it's going to change the name of the chord I'm trying to get across, which is going to cause you to play what we call a D minor 9 with the 11 with the 13. But let's take that 4, which is actually the 11, and either we got 2 choices. We can either go half step back and flat it. No, okay. We want to go to the 4, so we want to go to the 11. So what we would do, sharp the 11. Oh. So now we have the C major 9 sharp 11. Even though I know this is the 11 too, but you hear that it's changing my chord now, causing you to play a D minor chord. Why is that? Well, because D minor is the D and the F, and that I'm sorry, in the what's the my other note? Should be the A, but we was playing a piece of the minor chord, D minor chord, so that's why I said D minor 9. But anyways, y'all get the point. All right, so now what I want to do is sharp the 4 technically, which is the 11. So that brings me back to what I'm trying to get across, was the C major 9 sharp 11. Okay, cool, we got this now. Now we want to get to the 13th. Remember, people say learn your major 7, right? Your 9th and your 11th. We established 11, but we want to sharp 11 because it sounds funny, right? A little bit, but it's because it's a minor chord, D minor 9 with 11, 13, which I was going to get to that later on. All right, so we went ahead and sharp the 4 technically, but it's really the 11 too as well. 1, 8, 9, 10, 11, sharp the 11. Okay, so we're gonna sharp the 11. Now we want to get to what we call the 13. How we get there? Well, in the C scale, where's my 13? The 6. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's the 13. Ah, so now you have a C major 13, because that's the last note I hear at the top. The 13, sharp 11, and the 9 on the bottom. So you have now a C major 7, C major 13, I'm sorry, C major 7, 9, sharp 11, and the 13. And if you really take a closer look at the type of chords I'm actually playing in between, I call it combination, if you will. But let's just say we're playing what I call a what we call it mix match chords. The word mix and matching chords. We have a C major 7 on the bottom. But if you watch my hand, I have a D major chord. Because why? I end up having to sharp. I had to sharp my 11. Because it would have turned into a minor move if I didn't do that. See, that's my minor move, D minor. Oh, over what? A mixed chord called the C major 7. So it was changing the voicing that I was actually trying to get to. Okay, so let's go like this. So this is a C major 13 add 4. That's the 4. But I wanted to take you to the 11. So I had to sharp that add 4 and half step up and give you the sharp 11. Oh, y'all follow what I'm saying? So let's put that back down. See that D minor move? Okay, all right, so that's that D minor move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. So you're supposed to be playing a major chord, C major 7, right? That's the 9. That's my 11. But see, you see that minor chord? So this ends up being a C major 13 add 4. But it sounds kind of funny a little bit. But it's okay. So what we want to end up doing is just go ahead and sharp the add 4, half step it up, and then now you'll play a C major 13 sharp 11. Because that's the 6. Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 8th number is the 6. But because of the continuation now is number 13. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh. But yes, we are playing mixed match chords. Yes. C major 13 sharp 11. But if I unsharp the 11 and I'll flat it, yes, this will be a C major 13 add 4. Okay. So learn your 7th, your 9th, your 11th technically, right? And your 13th. But I just went ahead, like I said, sharp the 11, which is the 4. Now I could I do that? Let me see. Could I sharp my 13? Half step up. Now that just makes me play an augmented chord. At the 7. So you see how I'm able to create chord? I even take it to the, let's just go ahead and put that 13 back, right? Which is the D major chord. What if I even flat the 13, half step back, and then add the 7. 7! Y'all hear that? Oh, yeah, okay. So yes, you can be creative with chords and chord progressions because you just, messing around. Okay, all right, so now we have the C major 7, the 9, the 11 as I did, and I said I'm gonna sharpen it, and then we have the 13, right? It's just me playing really a C major 7 with a D major chord combination. Actually not combination, but mix match. Now let's look at what's in between. Let's drop this back down again for a second. I'm ended up playing a C major chord in the left hand. 1, 3, 5. Okay. Then the next chord you're going to hear me playing is an E minor chord because they related. And that causes you to play an E minor chord with the C major chord, causing you to play a C major 7. I'm just looking at the chords in the middle. Okay, what's my next chord after that? Well, looks like we're going to play a G major chord. So that, that's your root, and then it's your first inversion, and then it's in I'm sorry, what? Yeah, G major chord. With the root, the first inversion, the second inversion. So I'm like, oh wow, look at these chords in the middle. But listen, actually, this is really not a G major chord. Actually, it is G. Okay, so we have the C major 1, 3, and 5. Then we have this E minor move, E minor root position. All right, E minor chord. What's the next chord after that? G major chord. Okay, I was about to just say, go ahead, root position, first inversion, and second inversion. Okay, cool. All right. So these are the chords that's in the middle. Okay, in the middle. Okay, all right. So then after that, we have. Let me see what other chords that I seeing in between. There's a D minor chord. D minor. Now, when I sharp the 4, add 4 if you will, and sharp the, which is the 11, sharp 11. Now, look at what the chords I'm playing again. C major on the bottom, E minor, okay, and G major. Now, you can still do, I already talked about the inversion, but now I'm not doing inversion in this case, but your G major chord. And what other chord am I playing after that, right? D major. I'm playing the D major chord. And also I'm playing a B minor chord. And then a D major chord. That's quite a bit of chords in between. C major, E minor, G major, B minor, what? And D major. C major root, E minor root, G major root, B minor root, and D major root, creating these chords in the middle. What? Isn't that crazy? That's why I call it combination. So you're playing a combination of chords in between, even though you're playing what I call mix and match chords. Learn that simple concept behind the madness, right? What are those chords in the middle? Wow. What are those chords in the middle? I want to flat the 11th. What are the chords in the middle? Wow. Okay, cool. Watch this. So let's learn this simple concept. Now, if you took this concept that I'm talking about and you moved into all 12 keys or the rest of the 11 keys, since you've already seen how you do it or how I'm actually doing it right now, okay, now let's go to the next chord. So let's say we got the C major chord. Okay, now what we're going to do is we have the same scenarios, 1, 3, and 5, C, E, and G. We're just gonna flat the third note, pass that back, and now we have a C minor chord, regular, right? C minor regular, not supreme, unleaded. No, we have a C minor chord, right? 1 flat 3 and 5, 1 flat 3 and 5. Earlier we had a major chord. Every chord is built off the major chord. Doesn't matter what key I put this in. I can start this in A. It doesn't matter what key I do it in. I can start this in G. Doesn't matter. You can start in A. However, the same scenario. Everything is the same scenario. You just got to learn the concept, the simple concept behind the madness. Okay, so I have that A major, right? Remember that chord I said earlier? Okay, and because I know my scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Okay, and of course after my 1, technically I can go back. What? 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, technically back to the 7. Well, I don't know if it's 14 and I haven't looked it up, but this is say technically go back to 7 and back to our 1 move. And everything is built off of your major chord. So if I want to play the same kind of chord that I played earlier, I have my major chord, right? Remember that? Okay. So I want to mix match that chord with another chord. Well, what was the mix match chord that I did earlier? Well, the 7th. A major 7. Okay. Now, because I learned my scale, right, in the number system, I know what's the continuation after that number system. I want to go to the 2, which is technically the 9, A major 9. I'm just repeating everything. I just literally, if I just written this down, but I'm just doing this off the top of my mind. Right? And I'm just going to duplicate what I literally just did in the C scale. So now I find my 9. C major 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. C. I keep using the word 7. 7. Not 7 with the TH. A major 1, 3, and 5. That's my 7. That's why we call it A major 7. Not with the TH. A major 7. Now I already know what my 2 is. I can put it in the left hand, which is my 9. But let's go ahead and put it at the top. 8, 9. Now I have an A major 9. I already know it's going to be a major chord, y'all. All right. I know it's going to be a major chord of some sort. All right. It's going to be a major chord, right? Okay. So I got my 2. You could create a song from just messing around with. Okay. So I got the 2, which is the 9, A major 9. Now I just need to know what's my next move. What comes to the 9? 11, right? I know 10 and 11. So if I already know where my 10 is, so my 10, that doesn't change anything, doesn't do anything. So I need to go to what's my next number? 8, 9, 10, 11. It's going to be a major chord, right? I already know what the major chord going to be. Okay? Alright, so I have my 9, A major 9, A major 9, back to the A major 7, A major 9, to the A major 7, A major 9, da 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 da. Mess around with the melody line, whatever. Okay, so yeah, so I have my A major 7, and I got the 9, which is the 2, and I already know my 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's now the what? The 11. Right, so now that causes me to play a weird chord, and you probably hear it, that B, right? Which was my 2, but it's the 9, causing me to play a B minor. Y'all hear that move? It's causing me to play a B minor. All right. So a B minor 9 chord with the 11 with the 13. I wasn't going to address that until later. But since we are messing around with this, I got to clean that up, right? So what do I do? Sharp the 11, half step up. Now I have an A major 9 sharp 11. Oh, okay. Now all I need to do is find where's my 6, which I already know where the 6 is because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, F sharp. I already knew it was going to be a major chord. So it's like me playing really a major chord over a B major chord or a B major chord over A major. Woo! Now this is a 6-9 chord. 6-9 sharp 11. 6-9 sharp 11. Remember this, I have the sharp 11. So I have an A chord, but they call it A6-9. Probably would be nice if they would have called it an A major 6-9. A major 6-9 sharp 11. All right, let's put my 7 back. Okay, so yeah, so I found where my 6 was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which I knew was gonna be a major chord. So we have a what now? Yeah, A major 13 sharp 11. A major 13 sharp 11. A major 13 sharp 11. Well, where my 9 went? Well, you know my 9 is still there. There's my 9. But right now chord is overriding it. It's overriding it. So it's gonna be an A major 13 because of the last note. Oh, not that. Yeah. Which is the 6, right? A major 13. It could have been called an A major 6 sharp 11 or the 4, right? But because it's being rerouted a different name. So it's gonna be a B major chord technically over an A major chord, but we already know what those chords are going to be in the middle. Remember, you're going to have a combination of chords in the middle of this craziness, right? So yes, we have an A major 13 sharp 11, right? A major, that's my 7, that's already dealt with, right? That's my 9, which is the 2. This is my sharp 11 because this was my 4 and I had to half step it up because if I kept this, it would cause me to play a B minor chord. So I had to, switch up a little bit. And it kind of sounds funny with without hitting this top note. This is a B minor 9 chord with the 11 with the 13. I wasn't gonna go there, but because I was gonna come from it from another angle at some point. All right, so yes, in this case, this is a B minor 9 chord, right? Remember, B minor, 1, 3, and 5 once again, right? If I know my B scale, I know that this is 1, 2. And we know the 2 is the what? The 9. B minor, right? All right, that's add 2, right? But if I hit another chord, another note, it's gonna cause me to play the minor 9 chord. But anyway, so this is the B minor chord. All right, so now all I have to do is find my 7 in the B scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I have a B minor major 7. B minor major 7. But yeah, but this is the B minor. All right, and if I know my notes, that's my 2. Or I could have put it here, but in this case, it's gonna call this a B minor add 2. B minor add 2, because 1, 2, B minor add 2. And of course I could double up, right? Or play another chord. Y'all see that? So I can play a B minor chord, right? And what's the common, or not the combination, but first I'm gonna use the word mix match chord. Yes, that is a B sus2. B sus2. Which I'm playing really the 1, 2, and the what? 1, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 5. Right? What? Yeah, 1, 2. Well, because you have the sus2, right? You know, if you know your scale, you're playing the 1, right? The 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5. The sus2. 1, 2, and 5. Over a B minor chord, 1 root position, right? The root position, 1, 3, 1 flat 3, 5. Cause you're playing a B minor add 2. The 2. I could have put it in the left hand and played it there too, but that would cause me to play a double up of a minor chord. I'm sorry, sus2 chord, B sus2, until I hit you with this note here, which bring me back to my minor chord, B minor add 2, or I could have put it here and did it here and double up. See how you can create chords of your own? Playing the root position, this is the minor chord, but because I added the 2 to it, I'm flavorizing it, but it's really a B sus2, flavorizing it, mixing it with a B minor chord, right? Okay, that's where you probably hear some of that stuff, yeah, in rap and stuff like that. Yeah, you might hear some stuff. Let me see here. Let's see, I forgot which track. I forgot which one I usually use. Yeah, but you may find this in a rap. Is this a B minor or not? A B minor chord add 2. With the left hand and right hand. Here we go. 1. We're gonna do the sus2. My name is Dre. That's what you be hearing. Now I'm doing it together. Bring it up. Oh, you might hear. I'm just bounce it off the sus2. Okay, y'all don't be stealing my idea. Whoa! Y'all get the point. All right. Okay, let me get back to what I was doing. All right, I got, it's easy to get distracted when you start playing around with this stuff. So we have the C major chord. And everything's built off your major chord. Literally, everything is pretty much built off the major chord. You can change keys and do this all day. Once you learn the simple concept behind the madness. So I'm gonna flat the 3. Now I have a C minor chord, C minor, because I just have a 1 flat 3 and the 5. Okay, because I know my scale, I know I can go to the 7 in the scale. 7. So this causes you to play a C major, C minor major 7. I'm sorry, yeah, C minor major 7, C minor major, 2 different chords. Because you're playing a piece of the C major chord, and then you end up minor in it. So that's why they call it a C minor major 7. Right, so you have your 1 flat 3, right, causing it to be a minor move, and we still have our major chord, which is the 5 and the 7. That's why they call it a C minor major 7. Oh, C minor major 7, because you're playing the major chord, just ended up flatting the 3rd. Okay, now let's go ahead and flat the 7. Now we have a what? A C minor 7, because what happened was you flat the 7. Okay, once again in that C scale, all I have to do now is find my 2, right, which I already know is technically my 9 when I meant to say the 9 because I got the 7, right? So my 2, my 9 is the same note, which is D. Oh, C minor 9. There's so many ways you can approach this, but just to learn the concept behind the madness and you be on your way. So instead of me putting it in the left hand down there, I'm going to put it in the right hand and put my D, which is C minor 9, because I know 8, 9, which we might use the word 2. Okay, anyway, the 9. Okay, I'm sorry, I just had to do that. So C minor 9. I had C minor 7, right? I had just regular C minor without the 7. 1, 3, and 5. 1, 3, and 5. 1 flat 3, 5. Now I want to flat my 7. The 7, flat 7. And now I want to go ahead. We're going to play what we call, once again, a mixed match chord. However, what are the combination of chords in between, right? So now I'm going to go for my 9. C minor 9. Right? Right? You find this in a whole lot of songs, believe it or not, right? So now I want to go to my 11. What's my 11 in the scale of C? 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4. Oh, C minor 9 with 11. Oh, C minor 9 with 11. Oh, because it's the 4. The 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 is now the 11, because after 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, C minor 7, the 9, the 11. What's the combination of chords I'm playing? Or the word mixed match chords. What's my mixed match chord? I know it's a major chord of something, right? Gotta be a major chord. Or maybe not. Or yeah, it's a major chord. Okay, so now I want to get to my 6 in the scale 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But it's the 13. Oh, because it's a minor move, right? D minor move, right? So I do have my C minor 9, 13 with the 11, because this is the 13, right? This is the 9, my 11. Okay. Now, if I want to change the voicing a little bit, just to mess around with it, if I wanted it to, I can sharp my 11, and causing me to play a D major chord, which means I'm just going to be basically playing in C minor 13, C minor 13, 9, sharp 11. Because all I did was sharp 11. Now let's go back to that chord again. So C minor 13, 9, 11, right? All right. And why is the 13 first? Because it's the last note. That's why. Right, it's the last note. All right, in the movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's why. So they end up putting the 13 down on the. As far as the way they write it out or written it out. C minor 13, 9, 11. So 13, 9, 11. 13, 9, 11. 13, 9, 11. Y'all know what's finna come. And you probably hear some stuff like that in the rap. All right, in rap or whatever other types of music they have out there, R&B. No, that's not the one I want. What is it? What I used to mess with all the time? Oh, that's club music there. What is it? What is it? What I used to love thumping it in here. Oh, that's not it. Let me see. That's some reggae. Oh, which one was it? I forgot which pat. Maybe it's this one. This one. So. Or you know, keep changing my So that's where you hear all that ideas and stuff when they put it in rap or whatever. Okay, so I'll change my channels again. So yeah, so we have the C minor 13, 9, 11. Now, let's look at what the chords are in the middle. C minor, okay. All right. Now I meant to mention this earlier on in the other part when I mentioned this one. Let me say it like this. So C major is related to E minor. That's what I was trying to get at. All right. E minor is related to G major. And G major is related to, what was that other chord I played a minute ago? D minor. Now, this note right here, after we played the minor move, E minor move, right? Leaving with the G major chord here, right? And then I have these notes out here. Kind of like as if I'm playing a piece of the B diminished. And if you did the inversions of the B diminished and D diminished and F diminished, A flat diminished. Oh, I think I gave away too much information right there. All right, and then we have the D diminished, and this is the combination of chords in the middle, creating this move. Now, if I sharp, as I said earlier, sharp my 4, which is the 11, then I'm now playing a different type of voicing of chords, slightly, but the same pretty much. C major on the bottom. We still have the E minor move. We have that G major chord, and guess what? And then we have that G major 7 now. What? Okay, and so you'll be playing these combination of chords, right? So now we have this G major 7 move. If you learn your root, first, second, and third inversion, you can use the idea if you kind of catch what I'm talking about. And then we have the B minor move. These are all combination chords in the middle. What? And if you learn your root, first, second, and third, root, first, and second, I'm sorry. And then you have the D major, same scenario, root, first, second. What? Root, first, second, right? So you're playing a combination of chords in between. But on the outside, it sounds like you're just playing two different chords, what we call mix and match chords. All right, so let's go back to the C major chord, and we're going to minor the move, as I said, minor the 3rd, add the 7, or flat the 7 if you will. We got my 2, which is now the 9, C minor 9. And we have our 4, which is technically the 11. C minor 11. Ooh, that's nice. C minor 11. And you can do all types of other stuff to change this up, to create chord and chord progression along the way. And then we have our 6 in the scale. And we have a C minor 9. C minor 13, sorry. 13, the 9, the 11, 13, 9, 11, 13, minor. You get all these ideas. Yeah, so yes. And once again, you can play around with this as I had did earlier. If I took the flat 7 and go regular, sounds weird. Take my flat 2, my flat 3, and go back to where I was. Sort of, right? So it just brought me back to the chords that I mentioned earlier. C major 13, F4, or sharp 11 with the 13. Oh! Right, yes, and now I can go. And now I can go ahead and play around with this, and let's just say I want to sharp my 9, sharp to 9, and I want to sharp my 11, and I want to sharp to 13. C minor 7, sharp 11. Alright, you know, maybe I want to bring up my my 1 and sharp to 1. Alright. And that just pretty much made me transpose that chord up to another movement, E7 sharp 11 with the D flat on the bottom, or C sharp on the bottom. And at the top, I'm playing the E minor chord. And if I know my inversion, I can move the chord around. You know what I'm saying? I can move the chord around. Around and play around with this, and before I know it, I'm playing some chord progression. What? Oh! Now listen, I'm not a keyboard player, but I'm like, whoa, that was nice. Okay, so let's go back to my C minor chord, flat 5, 7, flat 7. I'm sorry. The 9, C minor 9. If you learn this concept, the 11, which is the 4, and the 6 is the 13. Woo! Yes, you can mess around with it. So yes, you can play that. Go back to this chord we played earlier. C major 13, sharp the 11. Or I just go with C major 13 at 4, which is the 11th still. I can play around with that with the left hand. Move this over, which is my 4. Move it over to the 5. I'm sorry. I'll move my 3 over to the 4. Playing an F6/9 sharp 11. See, you can come up with an idea. So stuff like that, you know. So now I understand my root position of the major 7. So, you know, I can mess around with this, you know. Right? Okay. Now, what if I told you you can use a... Now, this is going to get real interesting. So I have the minor chord down here. So I have a minor here. It's related to E flat. E flat is related to G minor. G minor is related to B flat. Uh-oh, y'all know it's gonna be on, right? And it just bring me back to either E flat, bring me back to B flat, to G minor, and also A flat. Also, your Sus2, C Sus2, the secret sauce. All right, and if I take this idea, transpose my Sus2, or bring my 1 to the top, which we call this a D7 Sus4, and transposing up or back, or whatever way you want to go. An F7 Sus4, F sharp, and G flat sus4, 7 sus4, G7 sus4, A flat 7 sus4, or F or G sharp sus4, depending on the key you're in. A7 sus4, B flat, or A sharp sus4, 7 sus4, sorry. B7 sus4 or C flat 7 sus4, and C 7 sus4, D flat or C sharp 7 sus4, D sub. I'm just transposing it. I'm just messing with this, right? I'm just messing with this, y'all. And right back to what I played down here. I'm just putting it up here, which is the F7 sus4. And watch this. And let's put that D C minor 7. C minor 7. C minor, right? 7. And now let's hit you with this chord. Shut up. I'm going home. Wait, I'm already home. I'm going home. I'm going home, y'all. I'm done. Yeah, so now I'm playing the C minor 7 with the 11. Let's hit you with this. Okay, no matter how I cut the mustard at the end of the day, even I was here earlier, right? Right? That minor move, right? Remember C minor 7, 11. Hold on, what did I just play? Oh, I forgot the 7 there. So C minor 13, 9, 11, right? 13, 9, 11. 13, 9, okay. Now, because I was fooling around with the sus2, I was on my way finna show you something that I'm just discovering, messing around with it, right? So, what if I said, I want to flat my 4. Okay, that's nice. Okay, let's go back to it. Okay, I want to flat my 4, as I said, which is 11. Alright, and then maybe I want to take this 2. It is my 9, but I want to add this 1 underneath it, which is technically the 8. Just really playing actually technically an A minor chord. A minor. Now the chord is gonna change names because I'm messing with this C13 sharp the 9. I'm just messing with it. Okay. Now I want to play a sus2 chord. Let's do a D sus2. Or actually, you know what? Let's transpose it. There it is. Now let's play a C sus2. It's a still C minor 9 chord. Why? Because of the 2. Even though I got the 8, it's the 1 on the bottom, and I still have what is called my 5. Now that's my 5 at the top. Technically, you might want to call it a 12 or 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, but the 5. What? So I'm still playing the C minor 9. Even though I switched the move here, the D minor move, right? And I said you can sharp it or overlay it or whatever, and that just makes me play a D sus4. Now I have a D minor 9 with the 13. Ah! I can mess with this and play a D sus4 or a G sus2. Either way, I'm still going to end up playing a C minor 9 chord with the 13. What? Now, you notice I'm using the sus2, messing with it. G sus2, D sus4. Now, a minute ago prior to that, I was hitting you with the C sus2. What? The C sus2. Now, you see the G at the top. Now, it's already in my left hand down here, which is going to cause me to play a what? A G sus4. Now, it's still a minor chord, but add 2. Now, we're using the word add 2. The add 2. I could have put it in the left hand. Oh, but things change as soon as I hit that 7. Things will change, or it will change when I flat the 7. Creating a C minor 9 and voiced in a different way. And I use this sus2, C sus2. Let me use the secret sauce. Put the 1 at the top. It's still a C minor 9 chord. What? I'm gonna take this bottom note, okay, which is my 2 or my 9. Put it here. It's a sus4, G sus4. It's still a C minor 9 chord. So there's so many ways, and I put the one G at the top. So there's so many ways you're gonna play that C minor 9 move. Even if I hit you with the D sus4, C minor 9 with the 13. And a G sus2, still a C minor 9 with the 13. Now this minor 9. Minor 9. And I know I get to my 13 because remember, the 13 is my 6. I can actually put it here, but we might change things to a 6-9 chord. C minor 9, 6-9. C minor 9, 6-9. Remember, I told you the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. C minor 9. C minor 6. 1 flats 3, right? This is the 4. This is the 5. And this is 6. Now I'm playing a C minor 6, right? Now I got the 9. The 9. Or I could put it in the left hand too and play the C minor 6-9. Because now I'm using the 6. Now it doesn't matter if I put the 6 here because it's just going to be a 6. I'm just voicing it different. What? You see what happens when you start playing around with stuff? Woo! So yeah, so I'm playing a C minor 6-9. Woo, that's fat. And because I understand my sus chord, and I can change the sus chord to a D sus4. It's still gonna give me a C minor 6-9, even if I do messing around with the sus2 chords. Until I go to a different sus2. Let me try an F sus2 and see what happened. Well, what happened was here when I went to the F sus2, it's the E flat that's gonna change things. And now it's going to cause me to play a E flat 6-9 sharp 11. That's the 11. The 11. All right. I was just curious to see, and it doesn't matter if I took the C, put it here, all right, and play sus4, C sus4. I'm still going to end up playing an E flat 6-9 sharp 11, changing my voicing now. Now I'm going to a whole nother chord. Even if I play the secret sauce chord, which is a G7 sus4. I'm playing a piece of it already in my left hand. A piece of it. See? So E flat 6-9 sharp 11. Even if I move the voicing up here, right? So it doesn't matter. Now put the E flat there. So yeah, so I'm still gonna end up playing the C minor 6-9 chord, no matter how I cut the mustard. Cut the mustard! Somebody may say, no matter how I slice the cheese. Okay, now let's go back to that C minor chord I played earlier, that major chord, and I flat the 3, and I put my 7 here. And I'm gonna take that secret sauce chord I played a minute ago. Remember this 6-9, C 6-9? Or what if I transpose? Ooh, E flat sus 13 sus4 at the 3rd. I'm just messing with it to see what I come up with. Let's start here. Let's start with the C. All right, the secret sauce chord, the C7 sus4. Sorry, y'all. And I'm putting that under the minor chord, C minor 7. Woo! So it makes me play a C minor 7 with 11. I'm going to transpose. Okay, that's didn't quite jive. Let's go up again. C minor 9. Remember, sus2, the sus4. I could change any of those voicings and still get some nice results. So C minor 9. Let's transpose again. Right. Let's try to transpose again. Alright, see, that's nice too. And that's a E7 sus4 over that C minor 7. You see how I can use this idea in some songs. Can I transpose again? Oh my goodness. Ooh, let's put that over A flat. Oh, okay. Change the name. Once you start messing with a bass line, with playing with these chords, of course, the name of the chord is going to change. But without the bass line, we're playing the C minor 7 with the 11. 1, flat 3, 5. Right. And you see my 7 is duplicated here. Right, so that's why it's called a C minor 7. C minor 7, not 7th 7, C minor 7. And my 11, right? My 11 is the 4. 4. So C minor 7, 11. And there's so many other routes you can use this idea. Look at that. Look, the same chord. I was just here. C minor 7 with 11. Watch transpose. And guess what? C minor 7 with 11. And I just transpose this F7 sus4 to this G7 sus4. What? What? Because the note that I'm doing in the left hand. Duplicate, right? All right, what else am I duplicating? That's why. Okay? Duplicating the same note. So that's why I gave it the same chord. C minor 7 with 11. C minor 7 with 11. C minor 7, da da da. And I can do a song just messing with it. Even this voicing. C minor 9 here. And C minor 7 with 11 right here. And what? C minor, because I'm using the same exact note. What? Only difference was the 11. Right there. That's why it gave it the same move. That's why you can transpose this. In the song, you can go. You know, transpose. 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 The same chord. C minor 7 with 11. C minor 7 with 11. C minor 7 with 11. Oh, wow. So you go somewhere else. Look at this one. This time with the 13. C minor 9, 13. Oh my goodness, what? Let's see what happens here. Now that changes to a major move, A flat major 9. A flat major 9. Remember, A flat major 9. A flat major. How we get to the 9? That's right. It's the 2. Oh, or the 13. I'm sorry, the 9, which is the 2, my bad. Alright, or add 2. Once I get my 7th there, and then you add the 2, it turns into the 9. Oh, and all I'm doing is inversions. I might be playing this note here. And as soon as I add that A flat, it makes you play A flat major 9. Of course, I know how to play the A flat major 7. Once you find that right note. Anyway, you guys get the point. So, like I said, A flat is related to C minor. C minor is related to E flat. That's why those chords you be hearing cats play are blending the way they blend G minor and the B flat. And then my sus2, secret sauce chord, D7 sus4. And remember, you could transpose this because you can use the idea. And then you start creating chords off of the craziness. Yeah. Now change the put the bass line A flat. Right, and this is an A flat major 9. I already know I'm playing an A flat major chord, right? And where's my 7? Underneath. Oh, and it's the minor chord, C minor chord. A flat major 7. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is mixed with the, or it's related to the minor chord. Causes me to play the A flat major 7. Root, right? First inversion. Which is the C minor with the A flat major 7. Right? Yeah. Yeah, and but not inversion. Root, first inversion, second inversion, third inversion. Left hand trying to get away. Third inversion. Oh. So once you learn the concept behind the movements of your chords, moving from root to first to second, or your major 7 root, first inversion, second inversion, and third inversion, right? Because you move a little bit more than your root position. And same thing with your minor move. Root position, first inversion, second inversion. So we have major, minor, then we have the augmented move, root position, first inversion, second inversion. Okay. So we have major, minor. Everything's built off your major chord, major, minor, augmented. Watch this. Diminished. How we do it? Flat 3, flat to 5, and add 6. Now we have a diminished, C diminished 7. Oh, everything is built off of your major chord. Major, the minor move, the augmented move, the diminished move now. All right, let's do the dominant chord, if you will, or we can call this major flat to 7. Major, that's my 7, flat to 7. So you do an inversion. They may call this a C7. All right, it's a major chord. You just flat to 7, y'all. And the same scenario, you can move 1. Right, for root position. Now we're on first inversion. Right, root first, second, and third inversion. And guess what? Right back where you were at. My left hand was trying to get away. So I try to work with my left hand so I can strengthen the left hand. Okay. So now we dealt with the major move, minor move. You're learning the concept behind the madness. Augmented. Now I'm going to add the 7. Bonus. This is a C major 7 sharp 5. Oh, okay, that's going to come up soon in some stuff. Where it will come up at. Now let's get the tritone. Let's work with this one. I work with the C tritone. So C major 7. You remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Everything's built off your major chord, y'all. Now I want this tritone. So all I want to do pretty much in my left hand is just go ahead and eliminate the 3. All right, and in my left hand I'm just gonna go ahead and eliminate the 7. All right. And I'm just going to take the 5 and sharp the 5. Half step back. Create the tritone. The right hand, I'm going to play that C major chord that y'all saw me doing a minute ago. All I'm going to do is sharp the 5. Half step back. And now I have a, because this A flat is at the top, and what's Chordy calling this now? I didn't see you. So this is gonna be because of the A flat on the top, right? This is gonna call this an A flat 7, A flat 7, sharp 5. Right. So where's my sharp 5? It's my 5. Sharp 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and A flat, sharp to 5. Sharp 5, right? So that's why I say everything's built off the major chord. So all I did was sharp 5. Now add 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Add 7. And now you have this C major 7, flat 5, sharp 5. All right. So where did we flat the 5? Right here. And where did we sharp the 5? So that's why they call it a C major, flat 5, sharp 5. Because this was the 5, in the C scale. And we just sharp the 5. And then the right hand, I'm sorry, we flat the 5. Sorry, flat going to the left. Sharp going to the right. Oh, so yes. So all I did was sharp the 5, and then we add the 7. I could have did the left hand, right? See? So we have the 1, right? Omitted my 3, which I actually have it up here, which is the 10, right? Flat 5. I'm holding the 7 right here. Technically, I'm back to my 1, but we can call this 8 if you want to. Technically, this is my 3. We might call it the 10, but the 3. And then we have the 4, the 5, sharp 5. And I can go ahead and double up. It's not going to change anything other than just me making the note sound. And me sort of doubling up on my chords, sort of. Not quite, but sort of. Or I can take the 7 off at the top and just keep it at the bottom, or don't have it at all and just add the 7 at the top. Give you this, and we hear this in preacher chord. That's what it basically, everything's built off your major chord. And once you learn the concept behind the madness, you know that you can do inversions by moving. I got my 1 already here at the top. Technically, this is my 1 at the top too, which is the 8, but yeah. And now I can do this rotation, and really, I'm playing an E major chord. If you take a good look, E major. They're all related to each other. C major, sharp 5, augmented, and E major. They're all related. Oh, wow. I'm still going to end up playing the C major 7, flat 5, sharp 5, no matter how I cut the mustard. Or slice that cheese, if you will. I'm just kind of spreading this out to see what I'm going to come up with. And basically all I'm playing is a C augmented chord. Blending it with, if you will, or it's related to E major. Oh! And this was my tritone. C tritone with the 7. Or the 7 at the top. Okay. Alright, so now you see this augmented chord, C augmented chord, is related to E major. And that's where you get this. And we hear this in preaching. Can I get a witness in C sharp and D flat? Right. That God is the one. There we go on into the 3. Right. Now these chords you heard me playing already. I just transpose. Y'all heard me doing this already. Once I learned this concept, y'all know I can use this all day. I can transpose this to another movement. So let's see, what was the chord? See? Change the voicing. Or transpose up. Transpose. If that sounds cool. That's all I did was transpose. Let's try it again. Another one. Not quite, John. Let's go to this one. Right. I'm messing with it. Let's transpose again. Right. Let's try another one. See that? Y'all see what's happening? Or I could use the major move. C sharp move. Inversion. Oh, I can use the Sus2. Oh, I can use the G-Sus4. And that's only 3. I can use all these ideas. Okay. All right. So everything is built off your major chord. Major, minor, augmented, diminish, dominant chord, C major, flat 5, 7. I did my inversions already, and then y'all remember I already did the C major 7. I already talked about this. Oh, yeah, that's what I said too, right? So yeah, major, minor, left hand trying to get away again. Major, minor, okay, augmented, diminish. dominant chord, if you will, major 7. And guess what? Sus2, the secret sauce. Okay, the next one will be Sus4, C Sus4. Taking the 5th note in the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put it down here. And now I have the G7 Sus4, G7 Sus4, and place them wherever I see fit. It's just giving me an idea, right? Giving me ideas, and next you know I might be playing these voicings of chords, and I have these voicings of chords underneath my fingertips, if you will, right? Because now I'm messing with it. Oh. I'm messing with it. You never know. See? I'm messing going from B2 to major, the secret sauce at the same time. Oh, C tritone. Or the secret sauce, or Sus4. Oops, this is all an accident. I didn't mean to do all this, but it's an accident. And all because I'm like, oh, major, minor. All right, augmented at 7. Got my tritone. And that's this little formula I taught myself. Major, minor, of course my inversion, y'all. Minor, okay, augmented, diminish, major 7. I might have missed one. Dominant chord, I think. Let's see, Sus2 was probably next, right? Secret sauce. Sorry about that. Sus4, secret sauce. Because you never know where it might voice it at. I'm making my left hand and then my tritone. Make the left hand work. Let the left hand work. And every chord I will play, I will practice them in all 12 keys. Good luck to me on that. Yes, I would have already practiced it in all 12 keys. Of course, you know, it's not that easy to do every single day of the month, but I've done it already a few times already. And I've probably already forgotten them again, but not really forgotten them. It was just more, I had to just practice it. Practice my major 7s in inversion. Right? That's all I gotta do. Just refresh the mind. Left hand trying to get away again. Just refresh my mindset. As I would do with my major move. It's gonna be minor. My finger want to do this little crossover. Right. So I can identify chords that I'm playing. A flat, root position, first right. A flat minor move, root position, first inversion, and the second inversion of the A flat minor move. Right, so it don't take all day. It's just as a refresher. But you know, once you start getting into this, you be like, oh man. So yes, learn your major moves. Your major 7, the 9, the 11, the 13. You can sharp the 11, and you also can sharp your 13. You know, you can flat that stuff. You can take your 13, and you can flat the 13. Right, you can flat the 11. Right. And of course, I have my 9, and then I can flat my 9 if I want to. Flat the 9. Just being creative. Look at that. Look, and then I'll do a 7 up there. You never know what you might come up with. And of course, if it don't sound right, you can fix it. So I got to diminish that. Diminish over C major 7. And sometimes you can rotate it and put it the other way, it might sound better going the other way. See, now it sounded better when I switched the move, the diminished move, D flat diminished 7, and I switched to the left hand. And then put the major 7 at the top and see what I come up with. Now, to me, that sounds better. Oh, so you can switch it around and see if it sounds better the other way. Okay. So it's like I take the C major chord. Now we're talking chords in the scale of the number system. C major on the 1. 2 is D minor. I make my left hand work. E minor is number 3. Number 4 is F major. Number 5 G major, right? Ooh, I'm getting hungry all of a sudden. A minor 6. B diminished 7. Which we already know if you go back to my previous video, I discussed what the 3 diminished 7 moves are. C diminished 7, D diminished 7, and D flat diminished 7. There's 3 groups or family, and you do your inversion. And you notice you move in what? 1, stationary, you go move, first inversion, second inversion, and third inversion. Half step up, we're going to go ahead D flat to C sharp diminished group, stationary, group position we call it, first inversion, second inversion, and then third inversion. Because there's 3 diminished group, and next is D diminished group, D diminished, F diminished, A flat or G sharp diminished group, depending on the key signature you're in, and B diminished or C flat diminished. Depends on what key signature you say you're in. Oh, so yeah, there's 3. 1, 2, 3 keys, and they cover all 12 of your keys. I did a video on that. Go back and look at that video. Listen, y'all, this is your Bo Andre. I'm about to forget. If you can do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, share, even comment. All right, I'm still new at this. I'm not something been doing. I've been doing it for just a little while, right? Teaching myself. I'm not a keyboard player, so hit that subscribe button, share. You can comment. All right, keep your comments respectful, right? So I don't have to kick you out and boot you off my page. Whatnot. Yeah, be respectful. But yes, I'm learning as I go. So I'm gonna be like this one musician would say, so to speak. What I learn and what I know, you gonna learn, and what you gonna know what I know, and what I know, you gonna know, something like that. You go. I believe his name is Aaron Hills. I'm not a keyboard player, but I can definitely sit here and teach myself to play. I'm an organ player. All right, and how to use those ideas. How to use those ideas. And how to use those ideas that I mentioned earlier. God said, let it be like, remember all the stuff I said earlier. I can switch up the chord. I can go from major. Like I said, I can probably go for minor. Minor move, C sharp minor. I can switch this whole thing up. Can I get it with it? The God. Right, I can mess this with. I can mess with it. C sharp minor. 4. Alright, minor move. Alright, diminished. Remember I said the diminished moves? I told you all them chords I'm talking about that I literally just taught myself, I'm literally gonna use it to my advantage. Right? And this is nothing but that B major 7. I literally just playing around with it. B major 7, B major 7. I'm just doing inversion. First inversion. Root first. Second inversion. Third inversion. Left hand was trying to get away. What? Yeah, I literally just played these chords, right? Now, other the chords I literally played in that C major move, right? right? Now, if I took the same idea and transposed the chords up to another key, D flat, D, okay, E flat, E, into F sharp. There it is. What? Now, of course, if I voice the bass line in here, it's gonna change my chord name, right? Y'all remember me talking about that C minor 9? Now that brings me to this point. If you took your chords, your C minor 9 chord, all right, however you want to voice them, all I'm doing is taking those same ideas and transposing them, all right? Now, remember the major 7 chord I had in my left hand, which is the B major 7, right? B major 7. Second inversion. I'm going to use the F major chord at the top, or G flat major chord at the top. Or if I change the chordy name, I guess I better just go ahead and call it. Let's call this D flat. Causes me to play an A flat minor 9 with the 11. Remember the chords I mentioned earlier, and all I had to do was transpose. Take the same chord in. Now I'm playing a B flat. Hold on. What chord did I make? Because sometimes I'll be adding an extra note. So my bad. So change the chordy back to what I had it before. Hold on. Let me say. Let's say I want to say I'm in C sharp. I guess let's just say C sharp, right? If I want to say I'm in the key of C sharp, because it's going to give a specific voicing. Oh. There we go. All right. So this is the B major 9, right? Why is it a 9? Because remember the 2. 2. But I'm playing, this is the root, right? This is the first. And we're doing the second inversion. Sorry about that. My finger keep accidentally hitting an extra note. That's why I was about to talk about the minor 9 chord. Because that finger keeps hitting the minor chord. Minor chord. What's my minor chord? Right? D sharp minor if I'm saying I'm in the key of C sharp. D sharp minor. That's not the root position. This is the root position. And I'm just happens to be in the first inversion. And then that's the second inversion of the D sharp minor 9 chord. Oh, and remember I told you they were all related to another chord, which is the B major chord. Or add the 7. If you know your scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, causing me to play a B major 7. But if my finger keep hitting this note by accident, which is the 2, in F sharp, 1, 2, F sharp, right? Even though I'm playing a B major chord, but because my finger keep hitting this note, causing me to play it. That's right. Okay, so this G sharp minor 9 chord, G sharp minor 9. Now if I change the chordy to like D flat, of course y'all know it's gonna call it a what? Get off of there. Stop. Yes, it's gonna call it an A flat minor chord. Because why? A flat minor. And what am I doing in A flat minor? What am I adding? A flat minor. I'm adding this one extra note to it, right? But it's also what I'm doing in the right hand, the B flat. Or I'm doing it in the left hand at the same time. Causing me to play the A flat minor 9 chord, y'all. And if I took the same idea, knowing that I'm playing a major 7, all I have to do is have that back, right? And then I'm playing that B flat major 9. As soon as I hit the G, which is the 2, and F, key of F, causing me to play a G minor 9 chord. So basically, I'm just transposing. Same thing. Y'all get what I'm saying? Oh, that's my minor chord, G flat minor chord. It's what you put in the middle and down on the bottom. Now I'm playing a G flat minor 9 or a F sharp minor 9. And now we have an A flat major 7 chord inversion, what I previously did a minute ago. And now this makes me play the F scale, or actually E flat F actually, the E flat. I'm sorry, E flat, and making me play the 2, technically. So that causes me to play an F minor 9 chord, and y'all get the point. As I go in reverse, it's the same thing. All right. So I'm basically playing that major chord out of the 7. Y'all get the point. I think somebody caught on to it. So when I start voicing these chords, I'm like, oh wow. Right, A flat minor 9 with 11, G minor 9 with 11. All right, G flat minor 9 with 11, F minor 9 with 11, E minor 9 with 11. Whoop. What are you doing, left hand? And E flat minor 9 with 11. I'm just playing these chords over and over, but I'm using the major chord to do it. Even though I'm using a different major chord in the right hand and a different major chord in the left hand, but I'm adding the 7 to it. What? Yeah, the 7 and the 2, which is the 9, y'all. Now I can use the 3-finger chord movement, but that just make me play a major chord until I hit E flat. Makes me play an E flat minor 9. Oh, yes, and I did say there's so many ways you can approach this. I feel like a professor today. Okay. All right. Well, once you learn the concept behind the madness, you'll be able to pull this stuff off. All right. Okay, you'll be able to pull it off. Because, like I said, you hear this in preaching. Go, can I get a witness? Yeah, that chord is. Now, because the bass line I'm hitting D flat on the bottom, the chord name is going to change to a D flat sus4. Why? A flat sus4, y'all. Now, what's the 13? The 6. The 6, because of what I'm voicing in the left hand. Because of the B flat. The B flat. The B flat. That's why. The B flat. Right. It's a sus4 chord. That's why they're calling it a 13, D flat 13 sus chord, right? D flat, D flat, D flat, right? And I'm playing the sus4 chord. D flat sus4. Okay. Right. All right. Whew. Now, without the bass line, of course, it's going to be an A flat minor 9 with 11. Of course, I could throw the 13 in there, but y'all can tell I'm using all my fingers. I got no more fingers left. All my fingers is playing a note. Literally a note. Except I got one finger doubling up. Alright, so yes. Depends on how I want to look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or depends on what key is looking at. It depends. But this sounds just much more, prettier. There it is. It's gonna be the F. It'll be the F. But now I done lost a note. A flat minor 9, A flat minor 13 with the 9 and 11. See how I just changed that quick? Because I dropped down to the F. I could have dropped the F down here. Because y'all heard this movement. Da, da. I know y'all heard this. Da, 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 the secret song. So, da, da, da. See what I'm saying? Da, 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 da. Right? Y'all see how I use the secret sauce? Da, da. Da. You see what I'm saying? Don't. If I was a keyboard, that'd be dope. Yeah, so what's the chord movement, right? It's A flat minor 9. I told you could play A flat minor 9 in so many different type of ways. Da, da. I'm using this idea, da, 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 from this idea. And go C sharp. It's the same thing, sort of this. Da, da. It's the same chord. F minor 7, flat 5, flat 13. I'm just coming from this angle. It's the same chord. F minor 7, flat 5, flat 13. I'm just coming from here. A flat minor 9 with 11. Da da da. Sorry about that. Right now I'm playing the F minor 7, flat 5, flat 13, and I'm gonna do it again from this angle. A flat minor 9, and I'm playing the same chord, but I'm just doing it in a different place. Whether it's root, first or second. Oh. G flat 6 9. C minor 9 with 11. I told you so many different ways. That chord again I played earlier. I'm just making the chord big, right? So F7, sharp 9, sharp 5. I can spread that chord out. Right? Just play the same thing. I understand that I can mess around with the Sus2, the Sus4, the secret sauce, and transposing it. Woo! What? B flat minor 7. Now, change the chord back. What chord you got? What key I got this in? So now. I'm trying to be fancy with it. All right, trying to be fancy with it. Hey, what you doing? E major 9, remember major 7, and because I know my 9 is the 2. Now I know I can flicker that. My wife be like, "You in there twiddling again?" I'm using the Sus4 for my B flat minor 9 with the 11. And remember, I told you the Sus4, the Sus2, the secret sauce, and I could transpose to another one. What? F7. Let's see. F7, flat 5, sharp 5. Remember I told you this earlier. There's a different way you could approach this. Anyway, so yes, so you can use those chords, them quads, right? Yeah, you can use them chords. What would you do? I gotta learn this song actually. I hear some ringing. You see how that song go? not sure how to play this song. I need to listen to it. I gotta listen to it, see how this song goes. Matter of fact, where's my earpiece? Oh, my headset's over there. I'm gonna probably do this on the organ. Let me see. Let me see. Let's bring this song. Let me see. We got the other chord. Ah, I forgot it already. I was messing with you yesterday. I forgot what it was. Ah, Lord, I can't believe I forgot already. All right. I need to listen to it. All right, let me see. I want to do this without YouTube hearing me messing with this song, and I hear it echo somewhere. I got something up too high somewhere. Echo, echo, echo. Hello. Thought I was hearing an echo. Yeah, I need to learn this song today. Let's see. I've gotten. I'll probably play my own way. Let's see. So you see how them chords, I hear them chords, some of the chords I played earlier. Let me see. I told you I'm not a keyboard player. So that B flat minor, 7, let me see, I need to listen to it because I don't can't remember. I forgot. I don't know how y'all piano play. I hear ideas, and like I said, I've never played this song in my life, so I don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, let me see. How would I play it? What? Let me see. I don't know how to do that energy. And then something. I have to figure that part out. I have to hear it. I have no idea. See. I have no idea how. Something. I don't know how I would play it. I hear an idea of my own mindset, but like I said, I've never really listened to this song. Actually, that's the funniest thing. I should. I might end up playing it exactly how they did it, but I'm not too savvy with that. What's the name of the song, Stan? Let me see. I can't let y'all. Let me see. I can't let YouTube hear me play this. So how am I'm going to pull this off? Maybe if I drop my volume down. Oh, I could be able to do it without YouTube hearing me, I think. Let me see, how would I do that? Oh, hey, come back up. What are you doing? Come back up. So what I would do is I listen to the. Let's see. Where's my volume? Is this the original? Hold on, let me hear that first. Let me see. I don't have perfect pitch. See, how would I do that? And then, is it? No, I need to hear this. Where's my headphones at? I hear a little bit of idea. Let me see. I don't have perfect pitch. Let me see. I hear an idea in my head. See? So, you remember those chords I talked about? You know, your major, your minor, and augmented and diminished, right? So, I hear the major chord D, E flat. Then it could be sus2, A flat sus2, or E flat sus4, however you want to voice that. And this could be in either F sus4. Of course, I know the secret sauce in the B flat sus2, so my ears might hear it something different and hitting the out note. And in my left hand, I'm just assuming I could be wrong, like the A flat major 7, kind of kind of accompany. Now that's the chord first, and then I'm thinking the E flat over the A flat major 7 when I got there. Now the bass line probably going A flat. Let me see. The bass line probably doing. Let me see. I think it's going A flat first. So A flat, B flat, C, D, B flat. Probably you hear it. No. Don't miss it. I always do this in my mind. So no. There it is. Okay. So I'm just trying to play the outer notes in my mind. So my left hand probably going right before it. Then I hit then something like that. So I don't know, I could be playing around cool. And then I thought I heard him playing something like was that? I don't know, I could be wrong. Anyway. So I have to listen to that. A little chime. I don't know. And let me see. I have to hear that. So I'll catch on some of that. Something like that, and then something like that. Let's see, both hands up. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out. Let's see how. Let's see, something like that. Let me see. E flat minor 9 or E flat major minor 7. I might hear this a whole lot different, you know. But anyway, it's an idea. Something like that. I hear ideas. See. So what do you do? What's that? I might approach it something a little different and say, what? This chord here. Something like that. Let me see. I hear it, my mind might play different. Oh, that chord. Your love. Let me see. I might play my own way. I know he's doing something. I have to hear my. And I'm not a keyboard player. No. No. I don't know what I'm doing. What's going on with this here? What sounds am I using? Oh, okay. I just got this app not too long, so I'm just trying to see how I'll be able to use it. I'm not a keyboard player. I saw tamper on the key. That's why I don't like playing the key. So I can hide underneath. Y'all gonna try to make a keyboard player out of me today? I'm not a keyboard player, but I'm not no my braille all them guys. I'm still new at this. Actually, I thought he was going to. I don't know if he's going to the 5. Hold on. Let me listen to this. I see doing that. Da, 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 da. Alright, so I got something. Bring that for you. Because I'm running this off of my hardware. So I'm trying to get it in my head. Y'all got that coordination, I don't have it. Let me see. I don't have that coordination in my face. No. Where I go? No. What's the other voicing? What you do? I don't have the coordination, y'all. I'm telling you, I do not have any. Y'all good with the keyboards. I'm terrible with it. I'll do my own. him another keyboard. What's that other move I heard in my head? What's it start with? I hear it in my head. Let me see. You know, it's crazy how you did it. I hear that in my head. Let's see. Let's see. Nope, missed it. I'll throw my own thing. Oh, I got it now. I think it just came back to my brain. Hold on. So let me see. And then some. And then some. And then let me see. I like this voicing. Okay, so let me see. Let's see. This is the voice I actually want to do. Let's see, now I just gotta figure out how I did it. I forgot. Just. Here you go. There it is. Oh, that's trying to come back to my mind. I'm riding hard on the heart. Let's see. Huh? Oh, you still want to try to do this song here? I gotta get this intro. This is whack. I don't know what I'm doing.